more, it means you're pretty good. And that is the 4th longest streak in Pirates history. He can tie Wilbur Cooper, who set his mark 102 years ago with a 5-inning outing tonight. And of course, as Greg Brown alluded to with Derek Shelton, Brian Reynolds' hitting streak came to an end after 25 games, tied for the 5th longest streak in team history, and just 2 shy of the single season mark that was set by Jimmy Williams in 1899 for the team. So Reynolds is have to start a new streak tonight. He's in the lineup, and Kevin Young will have those lineups for you coming up. Opposing Kyle Gibson of the Cardinals, the 5-3 right-hander, 3.70 ERA. He'll get the ball for St. Louis here tonight. Weather-wise, gorgeous. Temperatures in the 80s. And we got a nice night for.
Now it's time for Who Could It Be? We're going to show you the childhood photo of a big league star. Can you guess who it is? The answer is Juan Soto.
Tonight's game on the Pirates Radio Network is brought to you by Sheets. Why the Sheets not? Highmark, proud to support Pirates everywhere from home base to home away from home because life. Highmark Blue Cross Blue Shield. By Pittsburgh Brewing, makers of Iron City and Icy Light, the real Pittsburgh beer since 1861. PNC, brilliantly boring since 1865. And by Giant Eagle, the official supermarket of the Pirates. Pirates Baseball, also brought to you by Fatheads. Enjoy Fatheads beer at PNC Park, the Southside Saloon, and wherever you find great craft beer. By Coppers, protecting what matters, preserving the future. Allegheny Health Network, official medical provider of the Pirates, caring for you through every win, every loss, and every moment in between. NSS Life, for low-cost life insurance and high-yielding annuities. It's NSS Life, where family matters. And by the Pennsylvania Lottery. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. Pirates and Cardinals coming up from PNC Park. And with the lineups, here's KY.
Thanks, Joe. Tonight's lineups are brought to you by your neighborhood Ford stores. Leading off for the visiting Cardinals, Mason Wynn will be at shortstop. Alec Burleson will be in right field. Wilson Contreras will be behind the plate. In the cleanout spot, Paul Goldsmith will be at first base. Brendan Donovan will be in left field. Hitting 6th, Nolan Arenado at third base. Hitting 7th, Matt Carpenter, the DH. Nolan Gorman will be at second base, and Michael Ciani will be in center field. For the Pirates, Andrew McCutchen will lead off as the DH. Brian Reynolds will hit second in left field. O'Neal Cruz will hit third at shortstop. Connor Joe will get the start in right field as the cleanup spot.
From the minute the Astros reported that last out, as the Phillies were singularly focused on getting back to the World Series. Step one of that process has been completed. The Phillies 7-1 win the wild card over the Marlins and now get to face the Braves.
This team is built to win.
Gurriel. That ball's hit well into left field. That one is way back there. And Gurriel goes deep. Back-to-back home runs for the Diamondbacks. The Snakes are alive here in this second inning. Gurriel with his second home run of this postseason. And it's 2-0 Arizona.
Here he gets a 1-1 sinker. Tried to get that sinker coming in.
Gurriel with his 5th hit of this LCS. Got the best hair going in the postseason.
Bases loaded, and you're facing a knuckleballer. What's your move?
I guess I...
Swing and a miss. Now it's the 7th inning stretch, and you're in the on-deck circle. The pierogi race is in full swing on the big screen. What's your favorite pierogi?
Chiefs.
Strike 2. Picture this. You just hit a grand slam into the Allegheny River, but it splashes a boat full of fans. Quick, how do you make amends?
Buy them their next round of Icy Light.
Outstanding. On the field, games are won and lost on tough calls. In the stands, the choice is clear. Icy Light. Easy call.
We've got a lot of baseball traditions here at the Pirates, but this one, it's all about Pittsburgh. It's Yinzer Palooza weekend, presented by Mrs. T's. Head to PNC Park July 19th through the 21st to celebrate everything you love about this place when the Pirates take on the Phillies. Friday, enjoy a post-games and belly fireworks show. Then Saturday, fans take home a wrapping Wiz Khalifa bobblehead. And Sunday, kids 14 and younger get a pierogi plush. Grab your tickets at Pirates.com. It's time to show Pittsburgh some love.
We're moments away from baseball here from PNC Park tonight. The Pirates and the Cardinals opening up this 3-game series. This copyrighted broadcast, it is presented by the authority of the Pittsburgh Pirates. It may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form, and the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the expressed written consent of the Pirates National League Baseball Club. And our legal disclaimer is brought to you by the law firm of Bordas & Bordas, the official legal partner of the Pirates. And tonight for the Pirates, it will be Mitch Keller, who in his last 9 starts, the Pirates are 8-1 when he gets the ball. The only time that the team lost was when he faced the Cardinals about 3 weeks back.
Yeah, I mean, looking forward again to Mitch Keller, the right guy at the right spot. Starting off this series at home, he's pitched extremely well, as you mentioned, being at home. And so this will be a really good start for them to be able to start the NL Central, tie it up with the St. Louis Cardinals. You need a sweep, but you got to get one win first. So Mitch can do that.
Yeah, this is poised to be an important series, and the Pirates are coming off of a very good June where they led baseball, allowing the fewest home runs from their pitching staff. The pitching has been extraordinary. When Keller and Falter's been pretty good too, but I'm just going with these guys, Keller and then the 2 rookies, Skenes and Jones. If the Pirates get 3 runs for them, just 3 runs in the whole game, anytime those guys start, the Pirates are 19-7.
Well, let's do that.
So and that's almost 3/4. You win almost 3/4 of your games.
It's so true.
Just gotta get 3 runs.
Yeah, I mean, and that's someone that wanted to look at it in June. They got hot. You had a couple key guys get hot. Roddy Tellez, obviously Brian Reynolds. So these hot months of June come. You like to see July turn into the same thing. It'd be nice to go ahead and put another nice winning month together in July. Hadn't seen that in a long time. It'd be nice to see it.
Now the Pirates are 3 games behind the Cardinals. The Cardinals reside in second place in the division, 6 games back. St. Louis has alternated wins and losses over its last 7 games. So they had gotten hot. Maybe just like everybody else, you win some, you lose some.
Yeah.
That's how it's kind of been for really the last couple months for the Pirates. And very much the last week for the Cardinals, who are clad in the traveling gray tops and bottoms today. Pirates with the home whites, traditional look for 2 traditional teams Played each other 10,000 times. Or something like that. Maybe 4,000 times. Here's the first pitch of the ball game. And that's inside for ball one. Underway at 6:42. And it is Trip Gibson calling the balls and strikes. No relation to Kyle, the Cardinal starter. The 1-0 to Mason Wynn. And a strike in there. 1-1 for Mitch Keller, 95. Mike Estabrook at first base, Eric Backus at second base, and Laz Diaz, the crew chief, at third base. 87 degrees at game time. Nice warm night. Down low and away. 2 balls and a strike with a slider missing to Wynn. Hitting at .286 with 4 homers. Burleson, and then it's Wilson Contreras who is back. Didn't see him in that previous series. The pitch, a little bit up, and now 3-1. Keller in that start against the Cardinals. Back on June the 13th, gave up a couple of home runs. It's the only start in his last 8 that he's allowed any home runs. I mean, he's kept the ball in the ballpark. He's been fantastic. Here's the 3-1 from him. Swinging a foul. Now full count on Mason Wynn. Speedy right-handed batter.
There's 2 good fastballs in the zone. They were at the top inside corner of the zone to Mason Wynn.
Full count to the leadoff man, and here it is. Swinging a ground ball on to second. Nick Gonzalez is there tonight. Flips it on the first, 1 out. And the rest of the Pirates defensively, Brian Reynolds, the outfield assist leader, in left. Jack Sawinski in center. Connor Joe is in right. Hayes, the Gold Glover, at third, with Cruz and Gonzalez in the middle. Rowdy Tellez at first. Yasmani Grandal doing the catching of Keller. And now Alec Burleson, a left-handed batter. Hitless lifetime against Keller. The pitch, swing and a miss. Good cutter.
Yeah, that ball ran really good off the inside part of the plate to the left-handed Alec Burleson.
Now the set and the pitch. Curveball outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. Shadows in most of the infield dirt at shortstop and second base, and parts of third still in the sun. Most of the outfield in that evening sun. The pitch, high and away, 2-1, missing with 96. Sawinski, the center fielder, using his hand to shade his eyes. A batter's eye will be in brilliant sunshine for a couple of innings. The pitch, swinging a tapper, foul up first. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, went back with the curveball right there, a change of pace. Just all set up off of that cutter that he started off Burleson with. Have him thinking inside a little bit, and then that change of pace with a good curveball down and away.
Here's a 2-2. A swing and a miss. Struck him out. A high slider. And that's Keller's first strikeout tonight. 2 up and 2 down, and that means the bases are empty for Wilson Contreras. Did not see him 3 weeks ago. Missed considerable time. Remember that backswing? Broke his forearm. J.D. Martinez hit him with that. And 6 weeks he was out. There's a strike and a low fastball over.
Yeah, man, he was having a heck of a start of the season, too. Untimely event for him.
Here's an 0-1 from Keller. And that comes in and hits him with a fastball near the hands. And in pain as he walks up first base. He'll be greeted by an athletic trainer.
Yeah, that's one thing about Contreras. Both brothers, they are extremely tough. This pitch ran on the inside and hit right underneath the palm where the flesh and the bat handle at the bottom of it, really. So luckily it got more meat, I think, than it did anything. Just kind of pinched the bottom of his hand against the bottom of the bat handle. So looked like he'll be okay.
If he were choking up on the bat, it would have hit the knob only, I think, and hitting the side of the hand. Still getting looked at right now. So Contreras hit by a pitch.
Is telling you to hit my pitch.
And so the Pirates seem to think that it might have only hit the knob of the bat. And this call under review is brought to you by Ring Central. Message, video, phone together all in one app. Ring Central. Well, look, the hand moved. It's,
the batting glove definitely moved.
What did they hit? Well, maybe it resonated from when the ball hit the knob of the bat. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, maybe a little shock absorption.
Yeah. And so, on second thought, upon further review, so to speak, and the Pirates want to challenge with their hitter up. Jack Sawinski was hit by a pitch.
After review, the call on field is confirmed. It is a hit batter. Pittsburgh loses its challenge.
All right, so that's a situation where the Pirates will not have a challenge for the rest of this game. And they confirmed it, too, so that tells you that they saw it as the ball hitting the hand.
Yeah, Wilson Contreras is yelling over at the Pirates dugout, too. Not very pleased that they actually challenged it.
That would have put him back in the batter's box with 2 outs and nobody on in the first inning. But instead, he's at first for Paul Goldschmidt. And the pitch to the veteran righty batter, a strike. Turns 37 in September. Was the MVP back in the 22 season. Homered in that last outing by Keller against the Cardinals. 225 overall for Goldschmidt. There's a strike, bending sweeper over. 0-2 on him. He struck out a lot this year. Not put up the same gaudy numbers as accustomed to. Here's the set and an 0-2 coming. A swing and a ground ball softly hit to third. Hayes gets a friendlier hop and tosses it to second for the final out. So the Cardinals strand a runner, and we're through a half inning. It's St. Louis 0. The Pirates coming to bat right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light.
Every year, for every Pirates pitcher strikeout, Coppers donates $50 to a full lineup of local charities.
Altuve sends one to center field. It's going to bounce off the base of the wall, and he will get there with a leadoff double. Altuve hooks one past Devers into left field. That'll be a leadoff hit. First pitch swung on, drill. It is off the wall. Altuve, a 2 RBI triple. And Altuve sends one high, sends one into the Boston Knight. Hit number 4 for Jose Altuve, and he hits for the cycle.
Brett Rooker joining the show in studio. We're going to talk hitting.
What are you thinking right here? That's 95 at the very top, and I at least foul it off. So I know I can cover it. If I make that same move and have that same mindset,
adventure, casino action, even Broadway.
Throws as well, and then a 4-seamer. Throws that about 60% of the time.
Ball outside, and it's 2-0 on the cutter. Gibson is 36 years old. First year with the Cardinals. 2-0 to Kutch. Outside for strike, and it's 2-1. Down and away fastball.
Emphasis on away.
Oh, yeah, that was off the plate. Gibson called Gibson's pitch a strike. Here's the 2-1 swing and a miss. That was over right down the middle with the cutter. 2-2. Swung through by McCutcheon, hitting at .232. He's got 11 home runs. Out of that leadoff spot primarily this year. 2-2 from Kyle Gibson. Swinging a foul back. Fastball at 90. Got some good movement on it, though.
It really does. He's not going to do anything to straight. Occasionally he'll throw that four-seam fastball at the top of the zone, but like you said, a little bit of sink and a little bit of cut.
Gibson ready. His 2-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Made the slider bigger. And that got McCutcheon to commit to a rare chase. 1 out.
Yeah, that's that other pitch he uses. He has a curveball and a sweeper. That was the sweeper. That curveball he uses a little bit slower than that one, a little more downward action, but that one swept right across the zone.
1 out for Brian Reynolds. We'll try to start July as he started June with a hit. And then he hit safely in every game until the last one. Swinging a tapper onto second base. Charging Gorman. Scoops and lobs onto first to get the second out. 2 outs and nobody on. Here comes O'Neill Cruz. Donovan, Ciani, and Burleson left to right in the outfield. Arenado, Wynn, Gorman, and Goldschmidt third around the horn to first. And Wilson Contreras, who was hit with a pitch in the top half of the first inning. He's behind the plate. O'Neill Cruz is at the plate. Kyle Gibson rears back and fires down and in for ball 1. 239 hitter. A dozen home runs for Cruz, including another long one on Sunday in Atlanta. Here's a 1-0 from Gibson, and it's outside. 2-0 with fastball missing. Has hit very well against righty pitching this year. Here's the 2-0 coming. High and away. Missed with a changeup, and now it's 3-0 on Cruz.
Yeah, you like to think O'Neill Cruz have a green light in this situation. Obviously, looking for something out over the plate. Instant offense.
Here's the pitch coming, and now a strike. A little changeup that he hooked down and in. If he threw that 2-0, that might have ended up in the seats. And now a 3-1 to Cruz. Takes ball 4 on a fastball down and away.
Yeah, we keep complimenting O'Neill Cruz on just how he continues to have at bats just like that. You know, they've been a little sporadic at times, but he's drawing the walks a little more frequently. And those are the type of at bats you want to see from him as he continues to go through this second half, get going towards the second half of the season.
2 out, man on for Connor Joe. And the pitch. There's a strike. High and away cutter. Joe at 248, got 7 home runs. One of them in his career is against Gibson. Cruz is a threat to run. One of the fastest guys in the game. That's down low and away. 1 ball, 1 strike. He has 6 steals. Pirates have been intentionally cautious about when to go this year. Some of the fewest attempts, but they have the 3rd highest success rate. There he goes, and the 1-1 is popped foul and out of play. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Connor Joe. And Pirates, when they attempt 2 or more steals in a game, they're 12-2 this year. Last year and this year combined, they win 70% of their games. And Cruz was running on that last one. So Cardinals, one of the better teams statistically to run on. Allow the 2nd highest stolen base percentage against. Here's the pitch. Outside. Now 2-2.
Yeah, and that would have been a good pitch to go on. That ball was well outside into the left-handed batter's box. Contreras had to stretch over and grab that one.
And Cruz was not running. Now it's 2-2 on Connor Joe. Gibson sets and tosses over. He's back in. Gibson, a ground ball pitcher. Do you think when you have a guy like that, let's say there's less than 2 outs and a man at first, and you got a guy with you think can take the bag, do you try to stay out of a double play against a pitcher like that sometimes? Here's the pitch. Inside 3-2 off of Contreras' glove, and Cruz can trot into second base.
Yeah, that's a big break right there for the Pirates. You don't have to worry about anything else. Connor Joe obviously puts together professional bats. Was able to take that pitch down and in and went off Contreras' glove for a pass ball. Like a curveball that backed up on him. Ended up going off the glove. It will go as a pass ball.
3-2. And the pitch. Swinging a looping foul to the right. Got that low breaking ball. And you said there's two different breaking balls from Gibson, right?
Yeah, has a sweeper that he uses a little bit, and then he has a curveball that'll throw from 79 to 81. It has a little more 12 to 6. Kind of reminds me of Bob Walk's old curveball.
Gibson delivers strike 3 call. Connor Joe saw that just off the plate. He might be right. He's usually a guy that has a pretty good eye for the strike zone. Pirates strand a man at second. We're through 1. No score on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light.
Sheets is now.
Center field. Robles back. Tie game! His deep shot here today evens the game. And Carnacion Strand wins it! Lucky number 13. He was 0 for 12. Back-to-back bombs. Down to their last out. The Reds take the day and the series.
7 up, 7 down, all via the strikeout for Skenes.
11 strikeouts for Skenes. 6 innings of no-hit baseball in his first career start on the road. What a man!
Wow.
Paul Skenes! You gotta love it, Pittsburgh. He's yours. He's yours.
He did not disappoint. Came out, was spectacular.
His first major league win.
Call 202-929-0073 for details.
The second inning brought to you by South Hills Irrigation and Turf. Our grass is always greener. Mitch Keller delivers to Brendan Donovan a strike on a curveball over. Donovan, who homered off Keller last time that these two teams met with Keller on the mound. 0-1 to him. Strike 2 right on the outer edge with a fastball at the knees. 8 home runs overall for Donovan, the lefty batter at 264. 0-2 from Keller, and the ball guided out toward the right of center, and a base hit for Donovan to start the Cardinals' second inning. Let's pause 10 for a station ID on the Pirates Radio Network. And now the number 6 hitter in this lineup, Nolan Arenado. Hitting at 262 with 7 homers. At the pitch. Twisting foul down the right side.
You're definitely not hearing that very often. Nolan Arenado hitting down in the 6 hole. It's a little struggle for him this year. Still a lot of baseball left, but sitting at 262 is not where he's used to being.
Yeah, with an OPS under 700. 33 years old. The pitch outside on the sweeper, and he started his swing and stopped it in plenty of time. 1 ball and 1 strike. Donovan not much of a threat to run, and that pitch misses outside. A fastball at 95, 2-1. Arenado defensively as well. He is below 0 in outs above average. So outs below average, I suppose. Here's the 2-1 pitch, and it's up high. Barely. 3-1. Fastball missing just above the zone. So at least with the defensive metrics, which, as Derek Shelton was talking about with Greg Brown before the game, can be balanced with the eye test. Here's the pitch and a strike delivered right at the knees and right on the outer edge with a little sink on it. 3-2.
Yeah, see if manager Oliver Marmol start the runner right here in this situation. Try to jumpstart this Cardinals offense. They've struggled as well.
3-2 from Keller. Runner goes. Pitch is swung on and lobbed to left and foul. Still 3-2. Smothered that down and away sweeper.
Yeah, and this is a great guy again to start the runner on. Nolan Arenado. He's a good low ball hitter. Can get the low ball in the air. And he just has a lot of plate coverage as well, so he can shoot something out in right field. Feeling comfortable about that.
3-2 is poked to right and fouled. Donovan had started and stopped the runner at first with nobody out here in the second.
Yeah, I think that was mostly because of Mitch Keller. Went with a slide step in that situation. Was able to shut down the runner a little bit. Fear of a strike him out, throwing out.
Now that has been a pockmark on the ledger of Keller this year, that the opponents have stolen all 14 attempts against him. Among the highest. Donovan, a huge jump. 3-2 is skied to left. That's going to bail him out. He'll have to retreat with Reynolds drifting in on it. And Cruz out there to meet him to make the catch. Cruz went out a long way to make sure that Reynolds could see that ball.
Yeah, that's exactly what that was. We've been here plenty of times before. On left field this time of day can be a little struggle. O'Neal Cruz ran out there to make sure Brian Reynolds got a beat on it.
And Cruz was there just in case. So 1 out. Donovan returns to first. Matt Carpenter back with the Cardinals, DHing. Lefty batter and a curveball strike. Carpenter at 250 with a couple of home runs. He's 38 years old. Keller a long wait. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Down and in with a curveball. 2 strikes.
Yeah, really good buried curveball down and in to the back foot of Carpenter. Grabbed a little dirt on it too. Got a little chase down there. You'd like to see that.
Well, some gray creeping into that customary beard for Carpenter. He's enjoyed an illustrious baseball career. Here's an 0-2 to him. Jammed him in between, hop to third. Hayes gets a better read on it and throws it on to first for the second out. That advances Donovan to second. And almost stunned him the way that it came in on him so much. It must have been a cutter. I don't know. What was that?
Yeah, that pitch was a cut fastball. It jammed him up. Had a little in-between hop right there as well.
But Hayes found a way to get it to come up just above his waist and collected it two-handed and got it across in plenty of time. He moves diagonally so well at third, Hayes.
Yeah, you watch him a lot of times.
Fouled by Gorman in a strike.
And, a good fielder always has his feet moving, but you look at it and you see them move in a direction a lot of times of where they see the pitch going. So it's just an anticipated move that really good fielders actually have.
Swing and a miss, and now 2 strikes on Gorman, who is 5 for his last 73. Second most strikeouts in the league, hitting at 187, but with 16 home runs. In this down offensive environment of 2024, you almost say, well, I'll take 187 if you're going to give me 16 home runs. Especially playing a position like second base. Here's the pitch. And strike 3 call. He'll take 97 from Keller on the inner edge. Leadoff single left stranded. And now we'll go to the bottom of the second. Still scoreless on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light.
ver a tu espíritu ganador. Apuestas deportivas y cientos de juegos de casino. Disfruta de pagos en minutos, una plataforma segura y atención personalizada en todo momento. Pronostica, diviértete y lleva tu pasión al siguiente nivel. Betcris.
Home half of the second on its way from PNC Park. Pirates nothing, the Cardinals nothing. Rowdy Tellez will lead it off for the Pirates. Lefty batter hitting at .230, 4 home runs, including one on Sunday in Atlanta. Here's the pitch to him. Down and in, ball 1 from Kyle Gibson. Concluding a June where he hit .333 in the top 10 in the league. Here's a 1-0 to him, and that's a strike. That was the best batting average for Tellez in any full month in his career. And it was the highest OPS in any month for Tellez this decade. Here's a 1-1 to him. And there's a strike. So progressing to the mean after 2, quite frankly, lousy months at the plate. You knew that he was going to probably turn it around, and sure enough, he has, and in a big way in June.
In a big way.
Now we're in July. Let's see if he can keep going. Here's a 1-2. Oh, tough start. One at bat.
Yep.
89 sinker on the inner edge from Kyle Gibson.
Tell you what, Kyle Gibson, they really set him up really well. Threw 2 cutters on the inside corner to Rowdy Tellez to get ahead in the count, and then finished him off with another one right on the edge. Just really tough, and that sinker ran back over the inside part of the plate.
Here's Nick Gonzalez, the righty batter, with 1 out. Scoreless game in the second. Takes outside ball 1. Explain as a hitter if you throw a cutter in the same spot, or what you visualize, is the same spot, and the sinker, and why that's difficult.
Yeah, in your mind.
Here's a 1-0, and it's outside 2-0.
Yeah, in your mind, you're seeing the pitch is coming in, and it's late movement. It's so late. So the 2 cutters ran in on the hands of Rowdy Tellez. So then when he followed that up with that 2-seamer, it was in the same exact spot, but then it ran back on the inside corner for a strike.
2-0's called a strike, down and away, out of the zone. 2-1.
Yeah, and these are, this Gibson has been really, really good at utilizing what the home plate umpire is giving him as well.
That's Trip Gibson, the home plate umpire. Kyle Gibson delivers a swing and a miss. And Gonzalez swings at a down and away sweeper out of the zone. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Now occasionally he'll make contact with an elevated pitch off the plate a little bit.
Yeah, he hasn't gone to that 4-seam fastball at the top of the zone at all thus far. His first time around the lineup.
2-2 coming. Swing and a miss, struck him out on another roundhouse sweeper. 4 strikeouts for Gibson already, 3 in a row. And now Key Brian Hayes, the number 7 hitter. Pirates giving away their annual Hawaiian shirt to the first 20,000 fans on Saturday. That's thanks to Living Furniture. And the Mets will be in town at 4:05 game. Part of Bucko Luau weekend. Get your tickets at Pirates.com. Gibson delivers. Swing and a miss on another sweeper. Just disappearing from the right-handed batter Hayes. .232 hitter with 3 home runs. Here's an 0-1 from Gibson. And a sweeper tumbling down and away. That time Hayes recognizes it. It's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, steady dose of off-speed pitches for Gibson. This part of the order.
2 outs, nobody on, and a 1-1. Fastball strike call, and it's 1-2. So the umpire, Gibson, sets up on the inside part of the plate to a righty batter, and those pitches away have often been called strikes. Here's a 1-2, swing and a miss, trying to offer at that sweeper, and Gibson strikes out the side. He has struck out 4 in a row and 5 total against the Pirates through 2 innings. We'll go to the third, still 0-0 on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by Icy Light.
Hard hit ball to short, scooped.
Inning coming up, and it's brought to you by Tri-State Office Furniture, the best in the business. Scoreless game to the third. Michael Ciani will lead it off. Takes inside ball 1 on a big cutter from Keller. Then Mason Wynn and Alec Burleson, 9-1 and 2 hitters in the St. Louis order. Hayes plays in on the grass, the 1-0. And it's a little low to Ciani. It's 2 balls to nothing on the curveball missing. Cardinals will bunt. Cardinals have, trying to do the math in my head real quick, 12 bunt hits this year by 6 different players. Swinging a foul back, and 2-1. They're not quite the mid-'80s where base stealing is a Cardinal sin. Vince Coleman et al. Cardinals, but a little bit reminiscent. That's a little high on the cutter. 3-1. So whereas the high strike is being called very true, the away pitch has been expanded. Here's the pitch coming, and that's on the inner third for a strike. 3-2 on Ciani.
Tell you what, I mean, Mitch Keller is just so impressive. I mean, that's a 3-1 count, and he humps up to 96. You know, just enough to allow you to feel not like you're on the fastball.
Gets back in the count. It's full to Ciani. And the pitch, swing and a foul. 97 right down the middle. All he could do is foul back. And that's rare for Keller to put a pitch in that location. Statcast has edge percentage. How often is it right, just off, or just in that strike zone? Keller's third in baseball, and a weak tapper back to the mound on the sweeper, shoveled on to first for the first out in the third.
Yeah, got in on the hands of Ciani, and it just goes to show the late movement Mitch absolutely has on a good fastball.
So leadoff man retired, and Mason Wynn is coming up. He bounced out to second. Dollar Dog Night tomorrow night. Swinging a foul. Stomach rumbled a little bit, and I said, oh, I know what I should tell everybody. Tomorrow night, 6:40 game against the Cardinals. The Sugardale Dollar Dog Night tomorrow night. Dollar hot dogs at select concession stands. You'll know they have the sandwich board out in front. Here's the 0-1. Bunt shown, pulled back for a strike. It's all brought to you by Sugardale tomorrow night, 6:40. Pirates and Cardinals, game 2 of the series. Dollar Dog Night. Go to pirates.com/dollardogs. 2 strikes on Wynn. Keller delivers. Swinging a liner to right, tailing away from Connor Joe. It's a fair ball, and it'll bound over the out-of-bounds marker. A little short wall. And a 1-out, 2-base hit for Wynn, setting up Burleson. Was 0 for 7 in his career against Keller.
Yeah, nice piece of hitting right there from Wynn. Took a high fastball, 4-seam fastball up and away, and went with the pitch, didn't try to pull it. Able to sneak that down there for a ground rule double.
Burleson, a lefty batter, takes just in for ball 1 on that cut fastball. Wynn has good wheels out at second. Here with 1 out, scoreless game, 3rd inning, St. Louis batting. And the pitch in tight. And now 2-0.
Yeah, even with the open side, the left-hand hitter up, I mean, you still have to be conscious of when Mitch Keller right now is running at 1.45 to 1.5 to the plate.
Here's the 2-0 home, and a breaking ball low. That's a curve. 3-0. Read my mind on that. I was just about to ask you that, and then he said it. I was thinking, well,
we are one, Joe.
Yes.
We are connected.
Yes. Because it gives Grandal a clear path to throw down. But timing is everything. 3-0 pitch. There's a strike now. Fired in a fastball to make it 3-1 on Burleson. He's driven in 38 runs, a dozen home runs overall. Been one of their better hitters. Wants timeout. Bug flew in his eye. Scoreless game, 3rd inning. St. Louis batting. Mitch Keller, 28-year-old All-Star, maybe going back again this year, facing Kyle Gibson. Here's the pitch. Swinging a twisting pop, foul territory left side. That'll go into the seats.
Yeah, another good fastball, a 96 on the inside part of the plate, tying up these Cardinals hitters.
Well, Keller has done a good job. He's fallen behind 3-1 a few times, gotten back in the count and gotten the out. He was behind 3-0 on Burleson. Now the count full with Wynn at second, 1 out. Checks the runner, and the pitch home. Swinging a ball blasted out to right and deep. And Connor Joe sizing it up. It's going to be 10 rows back. A long home run for Alec Burleson. A 2-run home run. And St. Louis leads 2-0 in the 3rd.
Yeah, unfortunate getting behind early in the count, obviously, to Burleson. It has some popping. There was a no-doubter right off the bat. That full count, he was looking for a pitch that he can get the barrel moving, and he got one. Mitch Keller threw a fastball that was up above the zone, but Burleson was looking dead red and got on top of that ball. Was able to drive that deep out of the ballpark.
13th home run for Burleson. First career hit against Keller is a big one. 2-0 Cardinals, and Al Contreras hit by a pitch his first time up. Takes a sinker running in for ball 1. And Keller coming into tonight, top 10 in the league. Fewest home runs per 9 innings among starters. There's a strike, 1-1. So in his last 10 starts, he's faced the Cardinals twice. And that's the only team that's hit a home run off him in those 10 starts. A ground ball onto second. Softly hit, and Gonzalez flings it onto first for the 2nd out.
Yeah, right now, Yasmani Grandal and Mitch Keller actually utilizing it. Obviously, it's unfortunate to have that hit by pitch by Contreras, but that first pitch was off the plate in, and then they're able to work the off speed away. expanded that Contreras, getting him looking to pull a little bit. Got that weak ground ball to second base. So nice job there.
2 outs and nobody on for Goldschmidt. 2-0 St. Louis. And a swing and a high fly ball to the right of center. Hanging up for Sawinski. And Joe, it'll be Connor Joe in straightaway right to make the catch. He just got underneath it. Had a good swing on it. But luckily, there's the final out. 2-run home run for Burleson. Puts the Cardinals in the lead. Pirates coming to bat in the bottom of the third. 2-0 St. Louis on the Pirates Radio Network.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Pirates coming to bat in the third, trailing 2-0. And you can head to PNC Park early and enjoy a pregame Wiggle Whiskey block party on Saturday when the Pirates host the Mets at 4:05. Drink specials, entertainment, and autographs from this man right here, Kevin Young. That's all coming up before the game, the Wiggle Whiskey block party on Saturday prior to the 4:05 game against the Mets. Best penmanship in baseball, Kevin Young. Here's Jack Sawinski, and a swing and a miss for a strike. He's late on 91.
I'm glad you told me that, Joe. I almost forgot.
Well, you have several days to get ready for it. 0-1 to Jack. And it's up high, 1-1. Derek Shelton was talking about Sawinski before the game, and a reporter asked him if he was concerned about Jack hitting 168, 6 home runs. Remember, he had 26 last year. One of the best home run hitters first 2 years in Pirates history. Fouled back now 1-2, and he said, well, he's got to be able to hit the fastball. And he said that the coaching staff has to find something that clicks. And they're searching for that. Here's a 1-2. Help Sawinski be able to hit the fastball more regularly. Down low, 2-2.
Yeah, that's extremely important. I mean, these guys this is finishing school up here at this level. They don't have all the answers when they get here, but they look to have them when they contribute.
Got 92, thigh high middle, and fouled it back. Still 2-2 on Sawinski.
And as you said, Joe, I mean, it's just a tremendous talent. I mean, you think about some of these guys, like, whether it be Sawinski or Michael A. Taylor, and they hit the long ball. They have that in him, and that's exactly what this offense can use every once in a while.
2-2 is rolled through the right side, a base hit. Ended up getting that sweeping slider and hooked it into right for a leadoff single.
Yeah, this is a good matchup for Jack Sawinski, as we mentioned before. Not an overpowering pitcher. Gibson continues to throw max out 94-mile-per-hour fastball. But Jack right there got an off-speed pitch and was able to put it in that hole right there. And that's got to be a good feeling running down the line, making a turn for a change.
Yeah, the first pitch is in for a strike to Yasmani Grandal. He is in the 9th spot tonight. Switch hitting catcher, hitting at 179 with a couple of home runs. 2-0 St. Louis. We're in the third. The pitch. Bouncer on to second. Gorman on to short. Wynn on to first. Double play. 2 outs.
Just like that. I shared that ground ball pitcher indeed, and that's exactly what he is. He's able to get that, take advantage of that double play ball. So at some point, you mentioned it earlier, as this Pirates, you get guys in the lineup, especially at the bottom. You're going to have to start doing some things to create some runs. I mean, at the end of the day, put some guys in scoring position. You're going to turn the lineup over to McCutchen and Brian Reynolds. You're going to have to get creative with some hit and runs or something.
There's a strike. The only way that would have been negated is running on the first pitch, I guess, with Sawinski. Second pitch ends up in the 11th ground ball double play turned by Gibson this year. A strike to McCutchen, and the next one down low, 1-1.
And those are some of the things you look like. The first pitch was a fastball, and we saw many off-speed pitches he threw the inning before. So it's a pretty good chance he's going to have an off-speed pitch coming right there. Just anticipation and just find ways to be creative.
1-1 on McCutchen, who struck out swinging against Gibson the first time around. Takes off the plate. Sinker missing. 2-1, a rare hitter's count against Gibson, who struck out 5 through the first 2 innings. Here's a 2-1, and a ball jammed him, hit up first on the ground, and Gibson over to cover from the flip from Goldschmidt. And the Pirates are gone in the third. 1 hit, no one left. To the fourth, 2-0 St. Louis on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light.
Tri-State Office Furniture offers great pricing, great selections, and great service. It's really a one-stop shop if you're looking to...
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Pittsburgh Pirates.
2-0 Cardinals. We got to pause 10 for a station ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Brendan Donovan leads it off for the Cardinals, who lead 2-0 as we start the fourth. And a curveball strike. Donovan with a base hit back in the second. Arenado and then Matt Carpenter to follow. Facing Mitch Keller. Hayes playing in on the grass. Donovan with 3 bunt hits. 0-1 high and away. 1 ball and 1 strike. The fastball missed. Crouch stance and the pitch wrapped foul. Got another curveball. That time it was down and in. 1-2 on Donovan. Bucko Luau weekend coming up Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And on Friday night, the Mets are in town. A 6:40 game and the first 20,000 on Friday. Take home a Pirates bucket hat thanks to Levin Furniture. Get your tickets at pirates.com. Get on the ground foul up first base on that slider. And Derek Shelton called this a very important stretch for the Pirates. They have the Cardinals for 3 and then the Mets for a rare wraparound series, meaning Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So a 4-game set against the improved Mets. Line foul. Still 1-2. And the way the standings are right now, the Mets and the Cardinals are 2 of the 3 teams separating the Pirates from a playoff berth.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. I mean, this entire month of July is a key month for this Pirates team for a number of reasons.
1-2 is left out over the plate on that slider, and that's smacked into center for a leadoff single. Second time Donovan's done that tonight.
We talked about earlier how much you are going to play the Cardinals inside the division over the next couple weeks, and then to be able to make up some room and make up some ground here against a team like this, you have to do it. But that month of July, you're following up a pretty decent month of June where he pitched extremely well, played above 500. This is it's a pretty important month of July going into it.
First one's in there for a strike. The Pirates were 14-12 in June. The last time they had back-to-back months with a winning record or even a 500 record was July and August of 2016. So you think about that, you got to pair those two together to really be a considerable part of the division. That pitch was over the plate, but it was catcher's interference. So that'll be the second time that Grandal has been called for catcher's interference. Rule him an error. That's his 6th. And that awards Arenado first base. Donovan moves up to second. There's still nobody out.
The tough part about that, it was Nolan Arenado had no interest in swinging at the bat anyway. Wasn't even a real check swing. Just he got long with the bat on the backside, and Grandal's glove was right there. So many different ways.
And there's a strike down to the left-handed batting Matt Carpenter. Bounced out his only time. Keller would like that to happen again. Here's the pitch with 2 men on here. Outside with the fastball missing. 1 ball and 1 strike. Never was a speedster, and now he's 38 years old. Now he can double up. Cruz playing about up the middle for the lefty batter. Here's the 1-1 way outside. Non-competitive curveball. It's 2-1.
Yeah, you get a sense of a little frustration from Mitch Keller. Let's see if we can bear down and execute a nice ground ball pitch here for Carpenter.
Now the set and the 2-1. Twisting fly ball to left. Reynolds rounds it, and now it'll come on a hop, and it'll be a base hit. He'll get it in toward the plate, cut off by Keller. So Carpenter parachutes a hit into left field. So 2 singles and a catcher's interference. The Cardinals have the bases loaded with nobody out. St. Louis leads 2-0 here in the 4th, and Nolan Gorman is coming up. Struck out looking in the 2nd. He's hitting .133 with runners in scoring position. Does not often hit the ball on the ground, though. Way more apt to strike out than to hit a ground ball somewhere. Lots of power, too. The pitch, swing and a miss. Tardy on 91, elevated. Out over the middle of the plate. Nothing in 1. He's just going bad right now. 5 for his last 74. See if Keller can get the first step toward getting out of this. Here's his 0-1. Now breaking ball a little low. And he checked his swing on the appeal. 1 ball and 1 strike on Gorman. He struck out 110 times this year. 1-1, fouled at the plate on that curveball over. Now 1-2. Bases loaded, nobody out for St. Louis. 4th inning. 2-0 Cardinals on a Burleson home run in the 3rd.
Yeah, a lot of stressful pitches the last couple innings from Mitch Keller. I mean, that's obviously high stress. You got the bases loaded, nobody out. But just ability to execute 1 pitch here or get him back into this.
1-2, swung on, hit high in the air, deep left of center. Sawinski on his horse towards the notch, and it's gone. An opposite field grand slam for Nolan Gorman, and the Cardinals lead 6-0 That was a mighty, mighty wallop by Mr. Gorman. Wow.
Wow. That ball was tattooed, obviously, the deepest part of the ballpark here at PNC Park, right over the notch. Had probably went about 420 feet, but it was a pitch, a curveball, a backdoor sweeper, if you will, and caught the outside corner. And man, that ball was hit like he knew it was coming.
Sawinski tracked that ball, and it's kind of hard to do because of the bullpen sticks out. He kept going for it and got into that notch. And if that ball was hit just a few feet less, he might have had a play on it with a great effort. But it was hit just a little too hard, too, watching the replay. Got there just before he did. Yeah. He had run a long way.
He ran a long way, and he was running full speed all the way to the wall. So that leap right there was going to, Jack Sawinski has no fear going into a wall, that's for sure.
And that ball ends up being about 2 rows back. And this is a season high 6 runs allowed by Keller. He had not allowed 6 runs in any start this year. There's a strike to Michael Ciani. So Nolan Gorman, with 2 strikes on him, hits an opposite field grand slam to the deepest part of this ballpark. 415 feet. There's a swing and a miss, and now 2 strikes on Ciani.
Yeah, now it's just about Mitch gathering his composure and really using damage control to continue to put together what's left of these innings.
Pirates begin 13 in a row going into the All-Star break with the game tonight. 0-2, strike 3 call. The sweeper 1 out. Gorman hit his 17th home run.
Well, that's one way to end a slump right there, I think.
You're going to forget about a lot of what had happened before that for a good long while. Yeah, there's a strike. And now it's tap foul.
Yeah, this is the frustration of it is obviously we're just at the top of the 4th, but Mitch wants to continue to eat up some of these innings and see if he can put up some zeros moving forward from this point. You see a pitch
swing
up
and miss.
Yeah, I mean, because it does. It affects everything. You can 3-game series. We talked about how important this homestand was. To be able to eat innings, just keep the team ended the best you can at this point. Also saves your bullpen a little bit as well.
And extends a historic streak that Keller has. Here's a 1-2 outside 2-2. 47 consecutive starts of 5 innings or more. One of the longest in team history. And that's always secondary to the result of the game, but part of the outcome. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. He chased fastball. Back-to-back strikeouts for Keller following the opposite field grand slam. And now Alec Burleson, who hit a 2-run home run off Keller last inning. "6-0 Cardinals." We're in the 4th. And the pitch inside for ball 1. And there's a strike. 1-1 on Burleson. That was his 13th home run. So the Cardinals with the long ball, hitting all 6 of their runs tonight. A swing and a foul back. And now a 1 and 2. Cardinals came into tonight 5th fewest runs scored per game. 26th out of the 30 teams. Yet with a 43-40 record. Here's the pitch. The inverse of the Pirates. A little liner over short. Dumped into center for a base hit. Burleson is 2 out of 3. And now Wilson Contreras. That ball might have bounced? No.
It was close.
Yeah, I was trying to see.
I just looked down at the monitor and saw the same thing. I'm like, whoa.
When he dragged his bat over home plate, it almost struck the ground. It hit near the end of his bat and sent it back up the middle. Ball 1 to Wilson Contreras. So the Cardinals with 7 hits, 2-run home run by Burleson, an opposite field grand slam by Gorman. Cardinals lead Mitch Keller and the Pirates 6-0. Here's a 1-0 outside 2-0. If the Cardinals win tonight, that puts them 4 ahead of the Pirates. Cardinals are in second place. And the Pirates are 2 games from the Cubs, who are in 5th place right now. So really imperative that they do well on this homestand. There's a swing and a foul tip, 2 balls and a strike. On the other side of things, Kyle Gibson struck out 5 of the first 7 hitters, the Cardinals starter. Sawinski has the Pirates hit. 6-0 Cardinals in the 4th. 2 outs, nobody on in the 2-1, or pardon me, a man at first, and that is outside. Now 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch home. Swinging a liner to right. That's going to head toward the corner. And it's going to bang around down there. Connor Joe knocks it down, touching third Burleson. He's going to be waved home. Cruz's relay, plenty of time, and he's out by a mile. What a relay by O'Neill Cruz. And they nail Burleson at the plate from right field to the shortstop playing along the right field line, to the catcher Grandal to end the inning. But the Cardinals get 4 and through 3.5 at 6-0 St. Louis on the Pirates.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Okay, wow, that was a fine play to end the inning.
It really was. If you get a chance to take a look at this, it'll make all the highlight films, but the amount of quickness, one, for O'Neill Cruz to get all the way over from his shortstop position to the right field foul line, and then the quickness in the release in a perfect one-hop strike to Yasmani Grandal to record that last out. It is definitely textbook. Really, really fun to watch.
Reynolds will face Kyle Gibson, who delivers his strike. Fastball right down the middle at 90. And even the way that Cruz was opened up as he received the throw in, so he was already in position to throw. You could tell that they really worked on that.
Yeah, he's just a great athlete.
Down low, 1-1.
Yeah, he really is. I mean, the quick feet, obviously, for a guy that's 6'6", 6'7", to be able to have quick feet like that and an electric arm, and the throw was what amazed me. Just a quick release and a perfect long hop.
1-1 is grounded foul up first. 1-2 on Brian Reynolds. It goes as a double for Contreras, and then 9-6-2 at home plate. Right fielder to the shortstop. Shortstop doesn't usually play on that side as the cut man, but they borrowed a play that the Astros used when they had Carlos Correa as the shortstop. And he would do that. Donnie Kelly used to coach for Houston. Swing and a miss. Reynolds down on strikes.
Yeah, my old, actually college head coach at the University of Southern Mississippi, first day I met him, he said, I just want to know we are in the entertainment business. And I think about that every time I see O'Neal Cruz out on the baseball field. I mean, he is definitely entertainment.
There's nothing he can't do. And he walked his first time up. And the pitch to him is a little bit high for ball one. Had a very long home run, 452 feet Sunday in Atlanta. Here the Pirates need base runners, down 6-0 St. Louis in the fourth. 1 out, nobody on, and a strike on an up and in fastball. 1-1. Kyle Gibson been working between 90 and 92. He has struck out 6. Here's the 1-1, and that's over below. 2 balls and a strike on the changeup.
Yeah, I mean, and not only has he struck out 6, but it's just the amount of weak contact that he's gotten. Like weak ground balls to second base, weak ground balls to first base.
2-1, high and away, 3-1. He stayed away from Cruz the first time around, and he looks like he's doing the same here.
Yeah, it's probably not the best place to be against O'Neal Cruz's away, because his away goes back up the middle.
Yeah, that's true. You're going to be really off the plate. I'm going to try to go inside here. A swing and a miss on a ball to him, letter high, 3-2.
Yeah, that was just O'Neal Cruz being impatient. Haven't seen a lot of strikes the first couple of bats, and got to 3-1. It was going to make an impact on that ball. Let's chase that one well out of the zone above.
Here's the set by Gibson, and his 3-2 to O'Neal Cruz. Breaking ball, strike 3 call, off the plate away. And Cruz is caught looking. That's the 7th strikeout for Gibson, 2 shy of a season high.
Yeah, I have to hand it to O'Neal. The way he handles, some of the calls that are made. I mean, this is a backdoor curveball that at no time ever crossed the plate. I mean, it was literally on the outside batter's box the entire time. It never even hit a part of the corner.
Now Connor Joe, who struck out looking. And he takes a strike. Each of the first 7 in the Pirates lineup have struck out tonight. We're in the fourth. 6-0 St. Louis. And the 0-1. Tapped foul by Joe. And now 2 strikes. Cardinals getting their runs on home runs by Burleson, a 2-run shot, and then Gorman, an opposite field grand slam. Here it is. A swing and a miss, struck him out. That's the second time tonight that Gibson has struck out the side. He has struck out 8 Pirates through 4 innings. 6-0 Cardinals will head to the 5th on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light.
I want that. The Make It Ford Summer Sales Event is on, so make it your best summer.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Mitch Keller returns to the mound for the 5th inning, and that's brought to you by local union number 5 of the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers. Pirates take the field down 6-0. And it's in tight, ball 1 to Paul Goldschmidt. Brendan Donovan and then Nolan Arenado to follow. Keller starts the inning at 86 pitches. Through 34, faced 8 hitters in that 4th inning. Swinging a liner past third. That's going to be toward the left side and bounding off the sidewall. 2-bagger for Goldschmidt to start the Cardinals' 5th inning. So taking you backward, the last Cardinals batters, double, single, strikeout, grand slam, single, catcher's interference, single against Keller.
Yeah, and that pitch, another pitch elevated off speed in the middle of the plate. Went with the sweeper right there that left it out over the middle. Goldschmidt just hooked it past Brian Hayes at third base.
So 6 hits among the last 9 hitters. Well, Donovan up high and away, ball 1. Josh Fleming is loosening in the Pirates' pen. Remember, Keller has a very long streak going of pitching 5 innings or more. He just very seldom has an outing like this. He has not allowed 6 runs in any of his starts this year. A 1-0 is fouled back.
Yeah, Joe, and these are these different type of innings, too. These are the innings that you have high stress. I mean, a lot of traffic on the base paths. And so these are the ones that wear you down a little bit more. As you talked about him getting closer to 90 pitches, now just throwing his 90th pitch of the game.
1-1 to Donovan. Swinging a ball line sharply to center, but there is Sawinski to take care of that. 1 out. He'll get it in quickly. First time Donovan's been retired tonight.
And that was a big out right there in order for Mitch Keller to get through this 5th inning.
He has gone 47 consecutive starts of pitching 5 or more innings. That is the 4th longest streak in Pirates history. 48 times Wilbur Cooper did it in 1921 and 22. A.J. Burnett 49 in a row. And Wilbur Cooper set the team mark with 66 straight starts in 1919 and 20. Here's the pitch. Arenado loops one foul to the right and a strike. Wilbur Cooper is the winningest pitcher in Pirates history. Left-hander won 202 games and was traded right before the Pirates World Series winner in 1925. So he never won a pennant with the Pirates, but certainly one of the best pitchers in franchise history, Wilbur Cooper. And with Keller being mentioned along the likes of him, tells you something. 0-1 is swung on and popped up foul territory. Third base side. Keller and Grandal give it a look, but it's back a few rows. Still 2 strikes. And then, of course, Keller last year setting the record for the most strikeouts by a right-handed Pirates pitcher in team history.
Just so impressed what he's been able to do these last couple of years. And then lead by example. And we said before, you have a young starting pitching staff with Jones and obviously Skenes, but for Mitch to be able to run through that whole row of going through the ups and downs and how you come through them. And so these guys are getting a first-hand look of how you deal with adversity and then also come through it. And it's a great teaching tool for them as part of their careers.
0-2 is hit on the ground to short, freezing the runner on the backhand short hop. Cruz throws on to first for the second out. So Goldschmidt still anchored at second. 2 gone for Matt Carpenter. 6-0 St. Louis. We're in the 5th. Keller trying to navigate through 5. Carpenter with a base hit his last time.
Yeah, you can't say enough about just the ability to go through this and battle through it, as you said. Eat up those innings if you can. This is an important series for these Pirates.
Here's the pitch, and Carpenter takes inside for ball 1. First of 13 in a row going into the All-Star break. So the Pirates have no more off days until they part ways for the 4-day break. 7 of the 9 Cardinals with hits. 1-0 is hit on the ground foul. Arenado is 0 for 3, or 0 for 2, I'm sorry, does not get charged a plate or an at-bat for reaching on catcher's interference. And Ciani is 0 for 2. Cardinals up 6-0 in the fifth. Goldschmidt on at second on a 1-1, floating outside with a curve. 2-1 on Matt Carpenter.
Yeah, you'd have to think this would be it for Mitch Keller. You'd like to see him get this out. Keep the deficit at 6.
Here's a 2-1 coming. There's a strike, a curveball away. 2-2.
Yeah, the one thing about home plate umpire Triff Gibson, he's been consistent. And it's definitely been horizontal, not vertical.
A little bit of that pitch off the plate away to either handed hitter. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, struck him out, 95. And so Keller works around a leadoff double to strand Goldschmidt right there. Bottom of the fifth coming up. And it's still 6-0 St. Louis on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Coming up, 6-0 Cardinals. We'll pause 10 for a station ID on the Pirates Radio Network. Gibson delivers. Tellez takes ball one down low. Gibson pitching for the Cardinals tonight has struck out 8 through the first 4 innings. Here's a 1-0. Yeah, that's outside. 2-0. It's been a while since we've heard such a statement. Maybe about 50 years or so. Here's the 2-0 from Gibson. A swing and a dribbler up third. A little swing and bunt base hit for Rowdy Tellez.
However you can get it started. Let's get it started.
First career hit by Tellez off Kyle Gibson.
You know, another off-speed pitch. I mean, again, there's so many pitches that Gibson's been able to throw just to miss the barrel. I mean, you see a lot of weak contact all game long when the Pirates are fortunate enough to put a bat on the ball. Let's see, maybe this time around the lineup will be different.
And Gonzalez fouls it. 5th time the Pirates have put a ball in play tonight against Kyle Gibson. I was referencing, of course, Bob Gibson, the Cardinals great, who struck out 8 or more Pirates on 20 different occasions in his career. Here's a liner into left. That's going to get down for a base hit. Cut off on a hop by Donovan. And so Gonzalez is on. 2 aboard for the Pirates, and Key Brian Hayes is coming up.
Yeah, Nick Gonzalez continues. He doesn't care about what pitch it is. If it's out over the plate, he is going to get a swing off of it. And he has been showing that this entire time in 2024. You leave something out over the plate, he is going to get a swing off.
2 on for Hayes. He swings and launches one to center, but Ciani's underneath it. And he'll take care of that for the first out. Runners cannot advance. On Sunday, the Pirates will host the New York Mets at 1:35. It's part of Bucko Luau weekend. Kids 14 and younger can take home a Pirates treasure map beach towel thanks to Levin Furniture. Get your tickets at Pirates.com. Jack Sawinski, who owned the lone Pirate hit prior to this inning, is coming up.
Speaking of lone Pirate hit, I think I just got bit by the lone mosquito in the booth.
Oh, no. Well, hope it feels better soon.
Well, don't worry, because I actually did kill it, so you don't have to worry about it.
Oh, well, look at you. You're always thinking ahead. Wait till the spotted lanternflies really start to grow. Join us in the booth. Here's the pitch. And it's down low for ball 1. Sawinski with a base hit back in the 3rd inning. First and second with 1 out. Sawinski, a ton of power, could take the deficit in half with 1 swat. 6-0 Cardinals. Kyle Gibson coming home. Yeah, that's outside. 2-0. Last time up, he got 4 pitches right in the middle of the plate. And if Gibson does that again, especially on this 2-0 pitch, might just be heading toward the Allegheny. Here's the 2-0. Sawinski will take a strike that was right at the bottom of the zone. A fastball, 2-1. Kyle Gibson wears number 44. Bob Gibson wore number 45. Here's the pitch. Swinging a foul. Fastball right down the middle at 92. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
So, you know, he talked about strikeouts and how you get to 2 strike matters. A 2-0 fastball taken, and then the next pitch fouled off. And now you put yourself in a tough position with runners in scoring position. See if Jack Sawinski can come through with a big hit, though.
Kyle Gibson ready. The pitch. Check swinging the ball down low. Decides to go with the slider. 3-2. Full count. First and second, 1 out for the Pirates here in the 5th. Pitch is swung on, unloaded, out to deep right center, and Jack Sawinski, it's a 3-run home run that's on its way to the river. What a blast for Sawinski, and now the Pirates right back in this ball game. It's 6-3.
Wow. And I tell you, Jack Sawinski rounding first base, you can see him pump his fist together as he's halfway to second base, full of excitement. And you got to feel pumped up about that coming through right there. As you said, cut that deficit in half. He got the pitch out over the plate, and he did not miss that one.
And continued to challenge Sawinski with balls in the zone. Just a matter of time. That one a little bit more down and in, right into that swing path. And he launches his 7th home run. There's his strike. A Bowser blast for Jack Sawinski. 6-3 now, the Cardinal lead. Cashing in those first couple of hits to start the inning. There's an 0-1 to Grandal, and a ball hit off the end of the bat, dying fast and caught by the shortstop Wynn, ranging out into center for the second out. That ball was hit 448 feet.
Yeah, that was one of the rare four-seam fastballs that were thrown, and it was absolutely crushed.
That home run flight path brought to you by Pittsburgh International Airport.
All the runs coming from the home run tonight, Joe.
2 for the Cards, 1 for the Pirates so far. Here's Kutch. And there's a ball outside on a cutter. Now that ball ended up hopping from the facility out onto the downslope of the Riverwalk and may have ended up in the river. Here's the pitch. There's a strike, 1-1. Typically, once it's on that slope, it'll roll it down there, but no matter what, he hit that a long way, and it counts for 3 runs. Here's a 1-1 from Kyle Gibson. Down low and away. 2-1 to McCutchen. 6-3 Cardinals here in the 5th. Here's the set. And the pitch coming home. Swing and a miss out in front of that slider. It's 2-2. Didn't give him that fastball. If that ends up being termed a river ball, then it'll be the first of Sawinski's career. Cruz and Reynolds each hit one on last homestand, back-to-back games. The pitch down low, 3-2.
That's a big at bat right here for the Pirates. You'd like to see Andrew McCutchen get on base right here and bring Brian Reynolds to the plate.
Full count. Gibson steps back and comes home. Swinging a foul. So the Pirates, after almost never even putting the ball in play through the first 4 innings. Gibson had struck out 8. Little swing and bunt base hit started this inning. Gonzalez with a hit as well, and then Sawinski, a long 3-run homer. 3-2 coming. McCutchen swings and unloads. This one out to deep center. Ciani back to the wall. There it goes. Andrew McCutchen with a home run. Here come the Bucks. It's 6-4.
Let's go. Andrew McCutchen does one better. He rounds the bases. That ball was hit really well, straightaway center field here. 3-2 counter, you got to love that. Andrew McCutchen continues to impact the baseball from that leadoff spot. Got a nice pitch out over the plate. Looks like the fastball, the top part of the zone, and he leaned all over that one.
Able to take that ball out to the right of center. Home run number 12 for McCutchen. 4-run inning for the Pirates on home runs by Sawinski and Kutch. It's a 2-run game here in the 5th. And Gibson, who I was likening to Bob, pitching more like Kirk here in this inning.
He did it again, Joe. He did it again.
Dusty Blake is the pitching coach, and he is sharing some experiences with Gibson. So for McCutchen, that home run tying him with Max Carey, tied for 6th. The Pirates' all-time extra base hits list. Carey, a Hall of Famer. Now Reynolds in a 2-run game. And Bowser blast for Kutch. And the pitch. This one hit on a line to left. Donovan makes the catch 2 in the inning. So Andrew McCutchen, a 407-foot home run. That home run flight path brought to you by Pittsburgh International Airport. Sawinski with a 3-run shot as well. We go to the 6th at 6-4 St. Louis on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Pirates.
Jack Sawinski with a long 3-run home run. Andrew McCutchen with a home run as well. Out to deep center. 6-4 the Cardinals lead. Into the bullpens we go. First for the Pirates and Josh Fleming.
Yeah, Josh Fleming coming in the game will be his 22nd appearance for the Pirates. 1-1 record with a 4.62 ERA. 25 in the third innings pitch. 16 strikeouts. And he'll tackle that sinker, cutter, and changeup that he likes to use. Been really tough on left-handers. And he'll have one, Nolan Gorman, leading off here at the top of the 6th.
He had an opposite field grand slam over the notch his last time up. Swinging a bouncer up the middle. Cruz ranging, sliding, ticks off his glove and trickles into center field. A leadoff hit for Gorman. And St. Louis starts with a single here in the 6th inning. Our 6th brought to you by the Operating Engineers Local 66.
Yeah, that was a tough ball right there. You don't see too many 3-hoppers go through the infield. That was one that it's going to be tough for O'Neal Cruz to get that ball and then make a strong throw. Gorman from that left side got down the line pretty good.
Now another lefty batter, Michael Ciani. He bunts. Back to the mound. Fleming goes to second. Gets the force. One out.
Yeah, great call all the way around. You hear Yasmani Grandal yelling immediately when that ball was bunted by Ciani. 2-2-2. Fleming did a good job of composing himself and getting a strong throw off to O'Neal Cruz.
And it did show with plenty of time to spare. Just needing the force out.
Yeah, you got to be aware of Ciani right now, though. He does run well.
Charge him a time at bat. And the first one down and in, ball 1 to Mason Wynn. Ciani has stolen 9 bases. Fleming has not pitched in a week. He last pitched Monday and Tuesday in Cincinnati. The first time he pitched back-to-back days in the major leagues. Here's a 1-0. Instead, a throw over. And Ciani is back. John King, a lefty, is getting warm in the Cardinal pen. 6-4 the Cardinals lead. Pirates have stormed back. There's a strike after being down 6-0 in a game. One ball and 1 strike. And the pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. Fleming facing the Cardinals for the first time. Grew up a Cardinals fan in Columbia, Illinois. One of his favorite baseball moments was being able to meet his boyhood idol, Albert Pujols, when he was still playing. Foul back, 1-2 on Mason Wynn. And he was supposed to get the start against the Angels that day when Pujols was in Anaheim. And Pujols was released. And he still came over to say hi because he knew that there was someone that wanted to meet him that day.
Class act all the way around.
Tapped foul. And so before he packed everything up, made sure to take a picture with Josh Fleming. And in fact, he knew his name. The club, clubhouse manager said, hey, this guy's name is Josh, and he wants to meet you. He's from St. Louis. He pitches for the Tampa Bay Rays. But he remembered it and greeted him by that. And it floored Josh Fleming, meeting his idol, and he already knew who he was. Tapper back to the mound. Fleming gloves cleanly and gets it on to first for the second out. Ciani to second. Wynn is gone. 2 outs, and Alec Burleson is coming up.
Yeah, nice job by Fleming right there. Not panicking. Wynn runs so good down the line. Just field the ball, know your routine, step, make a nice strong throw. I've seen so many times, Joe, that play get messed up, right? When you get a little panic, you got a guy that runs well, so they rush the throw, and now next thing you know is up the right field line.
You end up having more time than you think. Lefty batter takes a strike. And so if you can tell yourself that in the moment. Luis Ortiz is getting up for the Pirates. And last time he appeared in a game, he was a starting pitcher. Here's an 0-1 and a swing and a fly ball to center. Sawinski right there. He's got it, and the inning ends. Fleming a scoreless 6th. We'll go to the bottom half. Still 6-4 St. Louis on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
The Pittsburgh Brewing Company key account of the game, North Shore Tavern. Pittsburgh's home for steak on a stone's throw away from PNC Park before and after all Pirates games. Get your ice cold IC Light on draft on special every day, all day at North Shore Tavern. 6-4, Cardinals lead. Pirates come to bat against John King.
Yeah, John King will come in. It'll be his 28th appearance. Has a 2-1 record on the season with a 3.03 ERA, 29 2/3 innings pitched. It'll be mostly sinker changeup, and he'll face O'Neal Cruz at the bottom of the sixth.
First one's in for a strike. Cruz has walked and struck out.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That pitch at a changeup down at the bottom of the zone.
Pirates did not like that being called a strike. Here's an 0-1 from King. A slinging left-hander delivers low, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike.
Yeah, it's just a frustration that it just changes the counts, Joe. It's just, I can't stress that enough.
The pitch, tap past the mound towards second, charging Gorman. Got to hurry, throws, and Cruz is narrowly out. So 1 out. And Cruz really gets down the line.
Yeah, it's just tough. He has so much torque in that swing, and it's just tough to get out of the box really quick when you have a swing like that. With a full swing, that time, unfortunately, just got him by a half a step. But just I can feel the frustration of, the bat sometimes being taken out of your hands.
Joe taps one to third. Arenado playing back, tried to barehanded base hit. Could not barehanded. That was his only chance, and probably not even that was going to be enough to get Connor Joe.
Hit him with it or not. Sometimes that's all you need. Hard contact can be overrated when you're down looking for base runners.
This will be Edward Olivares to pinch hit for Tellez. And Tellez hits 0.95 against lefties, so Olivares, who through the years has hit lefties very well, he'll bat here against King with a man at first, 1 out. Pirates down a pair. Tying run up here in the 6th inning. Arenado will play even with the bag and a toss over. Cruz ran a 4.20 to first base, his second fastest time this season.
Yeah, and that's on a full swing, like finishing his swing. Anytime you catch something out in front.
Pitch and out in front. A swing and a miss and a strike to Olivares.
I mean, it's just so impressive to have that much power coming down the line.
Edward with 5 home runs. He's 2 for 5 with a home run as a pinch hitter. King from the third base side of the rubber delivers a swing and a miss. Change up down and away. Just It was down and away, and then it moved even more down and away. Two strikes.
There's a reason why he throws that pitch consistently. Like I said, it's mostly changeups and sinkers of what you're going to get from King. That ball runs away from these right-handed hitters.
0-2 on Olivares. John King, the lefty, delivers. Outside. Was a balk called? I heard it from up here. Or was that from the seats? No? Okay. No, it's I think the first base umpire, Mike Estabrook, called it. And so that was a balk on John King. Connor Joe to second. And no pitch. What do you see, KY? Anything?
Yeah, it just never really stopped. Yeah, he just
0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a miss on that down and away changeup. Dispatching Olivares, the pinch hitter. 2 outs, man in scoring position for Nick Gonzalez.
Yeah, right man, right place right here. Nick Gonzalez, we shared before. I don't think he's going to be able to face King in this situation.
Here comes Ali Marmol. It is 38th birthday today. Going to make this pitching change. And this call, this pitching change, forget at home. It is brought to you by Valvoline Instant Oil Change. Visit your neighborhood Valvoline for a stay in your car oil change done in about 15 minutes. No appointment needed.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
His innings pitch at 39 strikeouts on the season. It looks like it'll attack with a bunch of sliders and a cutter. He'll have to go up against the hot Gonzalez and see if he can come through with a big 2-out RBI, which would be really good. Cut this deficit a little bit more.
Fernandez, a Rule 5 pick from Boston, and not pitched in the major leagues prior to this year. And Gonzalez, a .306 hitter with runners in scoring position. The Pirates got their first hit since Friday with a man in scoring position when Sawinski hit a 3-run home run in the 5th, and then McCutcheon followed with a home run to account for their 4 runs. That was off Gibson. The pitch, down low, ball 1 to Nick Gonzalez. Base hit last inning off Gibson. King started this inning, and now Fernandez. 6-4 Cardinals, tying run at the plate for the Pirates in the 6th. 1-0 coming. And it's a strike. That's a slider that just got that down and away portion of the strike zone.
Yeah, went back-to-back sliders there. First one missed down in the zone. The second one right on the bottom edge for a strike.
Fernandez on a 1-1. Swing and a miss. A little tardy on 96 above the zone. 1-2. Throw it again. He'll be timed up.
Yeah, has a cutter. He throws about 93 as well. So 3 pitches he's going to use.
Here's the pitch. Down and in with the slider. 2-2. Carmen Majinski and Luis Ortiz are warming in the Pirates bullpen. Gonzalez takes his time out. Two-two pitch. Way up high. Slider missed. 3-2 on Nick Gonzalez.
Well, the only pitch he hadn't seen yet is that cutter. So let's see if Contreras may go with that pitch as well in this situation.
Full count. Connor Joe at second. The pitch, swinging a ground ball towards short. Wynn has it, flips it to first for the out, and the inning ends. Pirates threaten but do not score. We'll go to the seventh with the Cardinals still leading 6-4 on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light.
Life hack number 7. Get an iPhone 12 on Straight Talk.
Life hack.
Here's how it works. You walk into Walmart, go to the electronics section, ask for iPhone.
Six-4 Cardinals as we'll start the seventh with a 10-second break on the Pirates Radio Network. And now we'll get a look at Luis Ortiz.
Yeah, Luis will come in making his 23rd appearance on the season. Has a 4-2 record on the year on a 3.23 ERA, 53 innings pitched, 43 strikeouts.
Wilson Contreras will lead it off. Doubled his last time up. Swinging a pop-up. Foul, backing out of play, and a strike. First time in a while that Ortiz is pitching without a planned game. He had been a starter the last time he pitched. And then before that, kind of coupled with Carmen Mlodzinski in a bulk role, 1 ball and 1 strike. Essentially a starter that comes in after a reliever.
Yeah, I was wondering if that wasn't the reason he was up for as long as he was in the bullpen. Maybe taking a little bit longer this time.
Here's a 1-1 from him. A swing and a foul tip. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Last time he pitched and came in the game after the second inning was back on June 1st, so more than a month ago. Back in Toronto.
Just another note, Joe, that second strike or the second ball was well off the plate inside to Contreras.
And I'll go way in again. Still 1-2. As he fouled it back.
And you don't. Contreras obviously has a lot of pop in that bat, and he has been swinging until he got injured. Was swinging a really good bat and slugging extremely well. So I know you want to tie him up inside.
Here's a 1-2 and a swing and a miss. Struck him out. 97 from Luis Ortiz.
Wow. That's electric right there. You got to feel good about Luis Ortiz being able to mix and match. 97 has that cutter he's been working with as well to complement his slider.
Coming off that start, the first start of his 20 in his major league career where he did not walk a batter. Really brought the walks down. Fastball strike, 97. Been tough to hit. Paul Goldschmidt doubled his last time. Keller went the first 5, gave up 6. Fleming a scoreless 6th, and now Ortiz 0-1. Swinging the ball looped on a line up the right field line toward the corner. Base hit and more for Goldschmidt. He's going to scamper it towards second. Olivares in with the throw late. And Goldschmidt a second double tonight. So Olivares in right, Connor Joe at first. And Goldschmidt now at second with Brendan Donovan coming to bat.
Yeah, Olivares, for all the youngsters out there, I mean, Olivares did a good job in right field. And you have that situation, make sure that you keep the double of the double. Don't play it into a triple or misplay it. Allow that extra 90 to allow that runner to get to third base. And Olivares did a good job of smothering that ball against the wall.
Brendan Donovan, 2 hits tonight. Lined out his last time up. He swings and lines one back of second into right. Base hit. Goldschmidt read it well. He's around third. Coming home. The throw is up line. And the throw back to second. And safe there. RBI single for Brendan Donovan. 7-4 St. Louis.
Yeah, not a terrible call right there by Olivares. He threw over the cutoff man intentionally, I think. When you're down by a couple runs, starting to get late in the game like that. Paul Goldschmidt is such a good base runner, though. I was watching his turn, Joe, at third base, and he never even gets into the grass round in third base. He just immediately makes a left turn, if you will. And Olivares tried to throw him out and couldn't get there. Now the runner moved up to second base.
Now Arenado, just a desperate attempt to try to get him at the plate. There's a strike. Yeah, if Goldschmidt doesn't read that well and or doesn't cut the bag well.
Yeah, he's out.
I think he's out.
There's no doubt about it. I mean, that's one of the things that even as he continues to get older, he understands, and he always has been a really good base runner from even when he was with the Diamondbacks.
0-1 to Arenado. And just off the plate away at 97. 1-1.
And those are those little things we say. There's no such thing as a little thing in this game because we play every day. That's one of those. He literally just stole a run right there because Olivares made a heck of a strong throw.
With the Pirates hard charging. Remember, it was a 6-0 Cardinals lead. Pirates with 4 across in the 5th. Rolled over to third. Hayes has it. Looks back the runner, Donovan. And the throw across for the second out. And now the Cardinals are the latest team to score, if you believe in baseball momentum.
Yeah, I know a lot of people will probably talk about a little bit of Olivares' decision right there, but that's one when you're down by 2 runs, it's part of the game.
It's the 7th inning.
You have to get that run out at the plate.
And he had a chance.
Yeah, I mean,
there's a chance there.
Arm.
Yeah, I'm with you. Here's the pitch, and there's a strike. If that's Ellie De La Cruz running, maybe I think differently.
Yeah, maybe earlier in the game, maybe. But like you said, it's getting late. You only have 9 outs left.
7-4 St. Louis. Matt at second with 2 outs now. And Carpenter half swing on a ball down low. Did not offer on that low slider from Ortiz. 1 ball and 1 strike. And then you just rely on your pitcher. Say, all right, well, you can get the next 2 hitters. Then you're out of it, and no worse. Here's the pitch. Looping foul off to the left. 1-2.
Yeah, those are some of the things that get overlooked a lot of times. You share the situations, they matter. You know, the Cardinals have a pretty decent closer down in that bullpen. Hasn't been known to give up a lot.
Ryan Helsley has not blown a save since March.
That's a long time, Joe.
30 in a row. He's about due. Here's the 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck about 97 upstairs. Luis Ortiz strikes out 2, but the Cardinals get a run. And we'll stretch at PNC Park on this Tuesday night. St. Louis 7, Pirates 4 on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Key Brian Hayes leads it off against Ryan Fernandez of the Cardinals here in the 7th. And swinging the dribbler back to the mound. Fernandez has it and shovels it on to first, 1 out. Pirates trail 7-4. And join the Pirates for University Nights here at PNC Park. You can connect with fellow fans and students and alumni of your school. You get a co-branded Pirates cap with your school's logo when you purchase through this special offer at pirates.com/University Nights. Here's Sawinski, and that's down and in for ball 1. You can see the whole calendar at pirates.com/University Nights. And coming up on July 20th, it is Pit Night. Pitch is in there for a strike, 1-1. Sawinski with a long home run. His last time up, a 3-run shot. He's 2 for 2 tonight. And it's up high, 2-1. Here's the pitch, high and away. 3-1 on Sawinski. Seven to 4 Cardinals, 1 out, and the pitch. Swinging a hard ground ball through the right side, a base hit. Got that slider in, and he wrapped that ball into right. 3 for 3 night for Sawinski.
Yeah, right on time. Jack Sawinski start getting hot right now. This is the perfect time to do it this month of July. Elevated slider out over the plate. Finds another hole in the outfield and rolled around in the grass.
And so a man on for Grandal. Pirates need another base runner to bring the tying run up. The pitch swung on and hit on a hop right to short. Wynn tags the bag and throws out Grandal. That's the second double plays ground into tonight. And the Pirates' threat quickly is snuffed out. We'll go to the 8th, still 7-4 St. Louis on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light.
Hey Pirates fans, Fatheads is excited to once again be an official team partner and satisfy your thirst for great craft beer at
Understand why? Visit PALottery.com today. Players must be 18 or older. Please play responsibly. It benefits older Pennsylvanians every day. Luis Ortiz returns. Face Nolan Gorman, Michael Ciani, and then Mason Wynn. He gave up a run in the 7th. Gorman hit an opposite field grand slam over the notch in the 4th inning. 2 for 3 night. Lefty batter takes inside ball 1. He had come in 5 for 73 over his previous 21 games. Here's a 1-0 from Ortiz. In tight, belt high, 2-0. Here's the set and the pitch. That is true. A cutter that Ortiz has developed this year.
Yes, such a neutralizing pitch. And you have a left-handed, hitter that's looking for a pitch out over the plate. Next thing you know, that cutter's in on his hands and a leverage count with a 2-0 count when he's looking to do damage. And that's definitely what Gorman was, and he couldn't even pull the trigger for sure.
Ortiz ready, and the 2-1. Swinging a fly ball well foul. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Yeah, and that's all he can do with that cutter. He threw it again, and it was hooked literally over the first base dugout in the upper deck.
Two balls and 2 strikes to Nolan Gorman. That was his 17th home run earlier tonight. He swings and misses, strikes out on 97 away. And for every Pirates strikeout in July, Coppers is donating $50 to Pirates charities. 3 strikeouts for Ortiz.
Yeah, that was super impressive at 97 with a little tail away from the left-handed hitter. You got to feel really good about Luis Ortiz and what he's been able to do.
Came in with an ERA of 3.23 entering play tonight. A strike, and used in all sorts of roles as well. Skenes is 0 for 3 tonight. Hayes will play in on the grass with the Cardinals leading 7-4 here in the top of the 8th. 1 out and the 0-1. Swinging a ball on an in-between hop on to short. Cruz has it across his body, throws to first to get the speedy Skenes for the 2nd out.
I wasn't sure exactly what O'Neill Cruz was going to do on that ball. That ball wasn't hit very hard. It's a little squibbler to 1 hop.
Had some English on it.
Yeah, and then you didn't know if he was going to set his feet or throw on the run. He kind of did a little hybrid in between.
Well, he got the out, and now Mason Wynn, 1 for 4. Batting for the Cardinals. He's late, a swing and a miss. Tried to time up that slider. Tried to lean over on his follow through on that big cut. 1 strike. Cardinals lead 7-4. We're in the top of the 8th. Hayes will play back now at third. Here's an 0-1. Swing and a miss. Again, a lunging cut on a slider. 2 strikes. Jojo Romero, a left-hander, loosening for St. Louis. Nothing 2 on Wynn. Ortiz is ready, and his offering. Swinging a ball hit up the right field line, a base hit. Olivares was playing toward that line, so he quickly cuts it off, limiting Wynn to a single.
And I tell you how far Olivares was playing the other way. That ball went to the glove side in between Connor Joe at first base and the foul line. And Olivares was able to get over there in just about 2 or 3 little steps.
For a right-handed batter, and you think about it, typically the first baseman is playing far off the line, so he kind of acts as a safety valve. That's outside, ball 1.
Yeah, I almost guarantee at some point Wynn is going to try to steal this base with 2 outs.
He has swiped 8. Grandal has thrown out 11% of attempted base stealers. Here's a 1-0. Swing and a miss. Down and away fastball. 1 ball and 1 strike to Burleson, a lefty batter. Trying to manufacture an insurance run. St. Louis here in the 8th with Wynn at first, 2 outs. Pirates trail 7-4. Ortiz coming home. And that's down and then cutter barely missed. It's 2 balls and a strike. I'll present a counterpoint. Ortiz has been tough to run on. No one has attempted a steal against him this year.
Well, it certainly helps when he's running it up there at 97 this year, that's for sure.
Here's a 2-1 home and a swing and a foul. Hit it out of Grandal's glove. 2 balls and 2 strikes. 97 again. Wynn getting his lead behind the bag at first. And the pitch. Strike 3 call. 97 down and in. And Burleson caught looking to end the inning. 4 strikeouts for Luis Ortiz in his 2 innings of relief. Pirates coming to bat in the bottom half, trailing 7-4 on the Pirates Radio Network presented.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Marketplace of the Pittsburgh Pirates.
7-4, the Cardinals lead as the Pirates come to bat here in the bottom of the 8th inning. You can listen to every MLB game live, plus watch the minor leagues, MLB Big Inning, and available pre and post games with no blackouts. Visit MLB.com/atbat for details. And coming on to pitch for St. Louis, it is the lefty JoJo Romero. And the first pitch to McCutchen, lined sharply to right, but Dylan Carlson just into the game was there, playing way off the line to take that gapper away from Kutch. 1 out.
Yeah, Kutch did not hesitate. Got the first pitch he saw out over the plate. Now it was a missile to right field. Unfortunately, couldn't get it up and into that gap. And JoJo Romero comes in. This is his 39th appearance. He's pitched really well for these Cardinals. Opposing average of 205 and 3-1 record, a 2.68 ERA, 33 punch-outs on the season.
Now he's got Brian Reynolds. He'll turn him around. And it's inside for ball 1. Kyle Gibson with the first 5. King 2/3. Fernandez a scoreless inning in the 3rd. Now Romero. Been impossible to hit by left-handed batters. The pitch down low, and it's 2-0. Been good overall. Former Philly. 7-4 St. Louis. Pirates need 2 base runners to bring the tying run up. We're in the 8th. The pitch swung on, hit high in the air to center and deep. Ciani back, warning track to make the catch. Maybe a step or 2 shy of that wall. Reynolds gave it a ride, but that's the 2nd out. 2 well-hit balls by the Pirates this inning.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because they're not hesitating. They want to definitely get that pitch out over the plate. Sinker slider mostly, but like we said before, the one guy you don't want to see is the guy that's at some point is going to start warming up in that bullpen to close out this game.
Cruz is homered in his career against Romero, and he takes inside ball 1 in 4 plate appearances. Left on left with 2 outs, nobody on, 8th inning. 7-4 St. Louis. The pitch outside. 2-0. Dennis Santana has been unearthed in the Pirates bullpen. He's only pitched once in the last 2+ weeks. The long man. The pitch. And there's a strike. I guess he doesn't go really far when he pitches, but that's what the guy in the back of the bullpen used to be called, right? Long man.
Long man.
Here it is, and Cruz takes away 3-1. If he can get on, Connor Joe waiting on deck. And Joe has good numbers, been on base both times against Romero in his career. 3-1, bounced foul up first. Got a down and in fastball and spoiled it. Cardinals have Andrew Kittredge, right-hander, getting up for now. He could come in as soon as the next batter. 3-2 coming. Swing and a fly ball to right, but right at Carlson, and he squeezes it to end the inning. Pirates top of the order, goes down in order in the 8th. 9th coming up. It's 7-4 Cardinals on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light.
Great hitting, pitching, base running, and fielding are the ingredients of a winning team. For every other
Auto Parts.
9th inning coming up, and St. Louis will come to bat, leading the Pirates 7-4 against a new Pirates pitcher, right-hander Dennis Santana.
Yeah, Dennis Santana comes in. It'll be his 28th appearance. A 2-0 record, a 7.34 ERA, a 30 2/3 innings pitch, at 21 strikeouts on the season.
Santana has pitched once after June 18th. He warmed up Friday in Atlanta, but did not pitch. He's got the heart of the order, Wilson Contreras, to lead it off. And a swing and a miss on a slider, moving away and down from that right-handed batter. A strike. Paul Goldschmidt with 2 doubles tonight, and then a 3-for-4 night for Brendan Donovan. Cardinals lead 7-4 in the 9th, and the pitch. Strike. Slider at the knees, 0-2. Pirates selected Santana off waivers from the Yankees about 3 weeks ago. He had pitched primarily in New York. A couple of games at Scranton. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. 97 from that right arm. 1 out.
That was a nice fastball there at the top of the zone to get Contreras. Four-seam fastball. Just never came down. Contreras went right underneath it.
Here's Goldschmidt. He's doubled his last 2 times up. 2 out of 4 evening. And it's off the plate away. Ball 1 from Dennis Anthony Santana. Named after his dad's 2 favorite players, Dennis Rodman and Anthony Penny Hardaway. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss on a slider, 1-1.
That is a great nugget, Joe.
No, well, let's see. Rodman was a spur, a bull, and a piston.
Not in that order.
Oh, reverse order maybe. None of them played for Denver, I don't think. A swing and a foul back. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Did Hardaway?
No.
All right. would expect you to say it was magic. Here's the pitch. Swing and a foul tip. And Dennis Anthony Santana strikes out Paul Goldschmidt. 2 outs. Donovan coming up. We'll pause 10 for his station ID on the Pirates Radio Network.
Yeah, a couple nice punch outs right there by Santana.
There's Donovan, 3 out of 4. Down low, ball 1. As I detailed, Santana has seldom pitched, just once in the last 2 weeks. So for him to be able to strike out a couple of formidable hitters, showing no signs of rust. Here's a 1-0 crack bat liner foul. 1-1 on Donovan. I saw you taking a picture. Are you capturing the remnants of golden hour here?
I am.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so beautiful. It always is. It's my favorite ballpark for a reason.
The best ballpark in America. Opening game of the homestand. With the Cardinals leading 7-4, batting here in the 9th. 2 outs, nobody on. 1-1 from Santana, high and away. 2-1 with a changeup. Santana was originally a shortstop. Then he became a starting pitcher. Was to debut in this ballpark for the Dodgers. High and away, 3-1, and injured his rotator cuff warming up in the bullpen before his start and missed the rest of the season. That was in June of 2018. Instead, the starter was Daniel Hudson, who had been with the Pirates the year before. 3-1. Fouled back. When Santana returned from injury, he became a reliever.
Yeah, everybody has a story, right? It would be really nice to see Santana punched out a couple of lefties, obviously, with Contreras and Goldsmith. It'd be nice for him to get Brendan Donovan, the left-handed hitter, out as well.
Can he strike out the side? 3-2. Outside, he walked him. Tried a changeup on 3-2. And Donovan has reached base 4 out of the 5 plate appearances tonight. That means Arenado gets another turn. He's 0 for 3 tonight. Reached on catcher's interference in the 4th. First one is down and in, ball 1 on a cut fastball. Hayes guarding the line at third. Right side vacated with Gonzalez, the second baseman, playing up the middle. And Joe, the first baseman, holding on Donovan. 7-4 Cardinals. They have 13 hits tonight. The Pirates with 7. Here's a 1-0. There's a strike. Slider over from Santana. 1-1.
Yeah, Santana, one of those reverse splits guys. Right-handers actually hit him better. You wouldn't know that this inning, though. A couple of really impressive strikeouts against a couple of right-hand hitters.
1-1 on Arenado, another impressive righty hitter. And that fastball misses a little low at 95. 2 balls and a strike. Santana's got good swing and miss since joining the Pirates. Very little time, but showing why they liked him. Big arm. Here's the pitch. Pop up, foul, and back into the seats. 2 folks wearing red behind the Cardinals dugout. 2 balls and 2 strikes. There are a few people I'm sure came here ready to cheer on the Pirates, and wait a minute, I'm wearing red today. Uh-oh.
Team shop is open.
Couldn't they play the Mets today? Tap foul. Still 2 balls and 2 strikes. I think I try to do that too. I try to make sure I'm not wearing the opposing team's color that day, but once in a while I goof up.
I'll never wear any other color than black, gray, or yellow.
Or gold.
Yeah, I won't do it.
That's how you win. You're winning at life. 2-2 on Arenado. Santana coming home. And a check swing and a ball up high. Did he go? No on the appeal. Mike Estabrook says no swing. 3-2.
Looking at the instant replay, he did not go. That is correct.
3-2. Donovan on the move, getting a huge lead. The pitch, and it's ball 4. Back-to-back walks from Santana after a couple of strikeouts. Now Matt Carpenter will stride to the plate. The Cardinals enjoying a 7-4 lead here in the 9th inning.
And Oscar will take a trip to the mound just to make sure Santana's on the right page. Obviously, you want to stay in this ball game and give yourself a chance. The left-handed hitting Carpenter's always had some success here at PNC Park. The last thing you want to do is make a mistake and add on to this deficit.
And the mound chat quickly broken up. Two on and 2 out for Carpenter, who's 1 out of 4 tonight. Now the set and the pitch. Could not hold up on that down and in slider from Santana. 2 strikeouts, now 2 walks. And it's 0-1 on Carpenter, who has returned to the Cardinals. There are 2 players still active from the 2011 World Series winners. He's one of them. That's down low, 1-1. They signed him back. They also signed Lance Lynn back. He's the other one. And they brought in Daniel Descalso as their bench coach. So trying to reinvigorate the days of their last World Series winner in 11. Here's the 1-1. Bounced foul up first. 1 ball and 2 strikes on Matt Carpenter. Donovan at second, Arenado standing at first. 7-4, St. Louis leading. Cardinals batting in the 9th. Dennis Santana for the Pirates coming home. Inside with a cutter or a fastball that cut. 2 balls and 2 strikes. That went soaring in there at 96.
It did. That 3/4 arm delivery, like he slings it right in there in your kitchen.
2-2. Here it is. Strike 3 call right on the outer edge with a slider. No one put a ball in play that inning, and no one scored. We go to the bottom of the 9th, 7-4. The Cardinals lead here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
Not completing high school is more of a social thing than it was an academic thing. Even though all these years have passed, I still had that longing to have my diploma.
At age 30, Carissa finished her high school diploma.
If you're even considering getting your high school diploma, you can do it.
No one gets a diploma alone. If you're thinking of finishing your high school diploma, you have help. Find free adult education classes near you at finishyourdiploma.org. That's finishyourdiploma.org. Brought to you by the Dollar General Literacy Foundation and the Ad Council.
per hour. And, he used it in both of them extremely well.
He's due to face Connor Joe, Edward Olivares, and Nick Gonzalez. And only Pirates with any kind of notable success against him are Tellez, who's been substituted for, and Kutch, who batted last inning. So we'll see.
Yeah, 46 punch outs. Doesn't walk a lot of people either. Posts an average at 210. It's an electric fastball that sits up there at the 100 miles per hour. So the Pirates definitely have their work cut out for him.
Connor Joe will start it off. It takes one bouncing up there for ball one. A slider. Connor Joe with an infield hit his last time up. Last time that Helsley failed to convert a save was March 30th. They've been used a lot. 1-0 is low. 2 balls and no strikes. I mean, to get 30 saves before the break, that's unusual.
Oh, is it?
There are only, what, maybe 18, 19 guys have ever done that.
And this also goes to show how this offense for the Cardinals has struggled, too. A lot of save opportunities, close ball games.
2-0 is in, 3-0, and 99 missing. Pirates need 2 to get on to bring the tying run up. Here's the 3-0, and now a strike. Helsley has been brought on for the save a lot as of late. Brought on last Sunday, last Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, and now tonight. Timeout just as Helsley was about to lift the leg.
Yeah, I think a bug flew in Connor Joe's eye right before he was getting ready to start his delivery to the plate.
Helsley gave up a couple of runs against the Braves, but still Cardinals won 4-3 last week. Here's the pitch. Strike. 99 in there, 3-2. 3 wide ones. Now 2 have made the zone. And the pitch. Swing and a foul tip struck him out 101 just above the zone. And Joe strikes out, 1 out.
Yeah, Joe, you know, he talked about those elite pitchers, how they have an extra couple ticks. There's an extra couple ticks right there. A four-seam fastball sitting at 99 to hold it back. Then he rears back with a 3-2 count and lets it fly at 101 miles per hour at the top of the zone. A little bit unfair.
Connor Joe's probably the best on the Pirates at catching up to the heat. That's down low, ball 1 on a curveball to Olivares, who's on the other end of that spectrum. But he started him off with a curveball. He struck out his only time up. He was pinch hitting for Tellez in the 6th. 1 out, nobody on. Pirates trail 7-4 in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the 1-0. Down low again, 2-0. Not getting any fastballs yet. And Helsley, it's through the years, I don't know what the numbers say, but it feels like he doesn't throw his fastball all that much, even though he throws very hard.
Yeah, I mean, it's just enough to know it's back there. And as a hitter, that's the worst scenario possible.
The pitch. Check swing, strike, 98. And now 2-1.
Because, you know, you're geared up for the fastball. And you set your timing all the time off the velocity of the fastball. And the guy doesn't use it much. Now you got you real indecisive.
2-1 coming. And it's up and in. 3-1 on Olivares. Pirates are down 7-4 with 1 out, nobody on in the 9th. Sawinski and McCutcheon homered in the 5th to account for their runs. 3-run shot for Jack. And the pitch. Check swing and a ball outside. He went 3-2. Tried to meet that slider.
Yeah, Derek Sheldon is definitely letting the first base umpire, Mike Easterbrook, let him know his opinion. He did not feel he went, and neither did Olivares.
So a full count. Three and 2, and the pitch. Swing and a foul. Hit it twice. 100 in the zone. 7-4. The Cardinals lead. Pirates batting. Bottom of the ninth. Nobody on. One out. I think that foul ball nicked Contreras, or maybe the backswing. Still 3-2 on Olivares. Pirates down 3. Nobody on in the ninth. One out. The pitch. Swinging a fly ball to right. Down the line. Carlson gives chase. It reaches the seats. Count still full on Olivares.
Yeah, just put together some tough ABs. Those battle ABs you like to see this Pirates offense continue to do. Just find a way to get on base and get that time run to the plate somehow this ninth inning.
The old adage, a walk's as good as a hit, that would apply here.
100%.
3-2. Ryan Helsley winding up for the Cardinals. And his pitch, swing and a fly ball center field. Skenes is underneath it. He grabs it for the second out. It's all up to Nick Gonzalez to keep it going. Now listen to this. If Gonzalez reaches, if Hayes reaches, the tying run comes up, and that is the 3-for-3 Jack Sawinski, who has hit a 3-run home run already tonight.
Yeah, well, I'll take those chances. Love to see that. On another note, that fastball right there, another 101 mile per hour fastball above the zone. It's tough to get on top of that.
Here's the pitch. Gonzalez takes inside for ball one. Ryan Helsley on to try to save it for St. Louis. He's gotten the first two men out. Pirates are down 7-4. Nobody on. 1-0 the count and the pitch. Gonzalez's swing and a miss. And a big slider. Seen a few of those types of swings tonight. 1-1. Those big sweeping sliders evading Gonzalez's bat.
That's what you were talking about before. When you know he has 101 in his back pocket, it's really tough to pick up that off speed.
The pitch hit in the air, right field. Late break for Carlson, but now he's underneath it. He'll make the catch, and the ball game ends there. It's the Cardinals got out to a big lead, and they held it. They win game one. 7-4. The Cardinals win it. Post-game show to follow right here on the Pirates Radio Network, presented by IC Light.